he did not look good doing it. He says he's ready for this one, wants the title shot against Alexis Arguello. So we'll be back for the first round of this important NABF Lightweight Championship bout in just a moment. Very first step. Ray Boom Boom Mancini and Jose Luis Ramirez. Ramirez the challenger for the NABF Championship, which was lifted by Ray Mancini from Jorge Morales here on CBS back in May. Ramirez in the ring is the champion of Mexico. He's won 53 and lost only twice, according to the promoter, 47 knockouts. And listen to the welcome for Ray Boom Boom Mancini here in Warren, Ohio.
That's going to be another big factor in this fight, is that hometown crowd. I was noticing Ramirez's face before Mancini came into the crowd. He appeared in the crowd, and he looked a little bit worried.
John O'Grady, the WBA lightweight champion, with us at ringside. Here is Ray Boom Boom Mancini exploding into the ring, followed by his handlers and receiving a standing ovation welcome. This is the Packard Music Hall. There are 3,000 seats. They are full of Mancini fans. It is a small building. It's really like fighting in one of the old fight clubs, and the atmosphere here at this moment is electric. Mancini a little bit worried the last couple of days that maybe he was a little overtrained. He thinks he's in great shape, but they were concerned about keeping his edge up as we look at the tail of the tape. 20-year-old Ray Boom Boom Mancini, 15 knockouts in 19 victories. He has yet to lose. Ramirez, 53-2 with 47 knockouts, and as you can see, just slightly taller than Ray Mancini with somewhat of a reach advantage. As Sean O'Grady has put it, and Joe Clancy agreeing, Mancini must get inside and pressure the excellent boxing southpaw from Mexico, Jose Luis Ramirez. And now for the ring introductions, let's join the announcer, Bob Ross.
The main event, scheduled 12 rounds for the North American Boxing Federation Lightweight Championship. The challenger, weighing 133.5 pounds, from Guatabampo, Sonora, Mexico. The lightweight champion of Mexico. Third-ranked WBC lightweight. His record, 53-2 with 47 knockouts. Jose Luis Ramirez. The champion from Youngstown, Ohio. Weighing 135 pounds. His record 19-0 with 50 knockouts. The 7th-ranked WBC lightweight, Ray Boom Boom Mancini. The referee, Joey Bishop.
Well, that all speaks for itself. There is not a Ramirez fan in the place except in his own corner. He's 22 years of age, from Guatabampo, Sonora, Mexico. Some of his people claim he is related to Fernando Valenzuela, the Dodger pitching star. That's never really been verified, but they are from the same area in Sonora. He won the Mexican title when it was vacant in June of 1979 with a knockout of Batillo Gutierrez. Has defended it 3 times. He's been a professional since the age of 14. And thus, that 53-2 record, according to the promoters, many of those fights unverified here in the United States as they took place in Mexico. We're ready for round 1. The referee is Joey Bishop. The judges are from Youngstown and Girard, Ohio, a Youngstown suburb, Billy Tanner and Tony Mariana. And Joey Bishop, the referee, is from nearby Struthers, Ohio. 10-point must system in effect. A 16-foot ring. Gil, and I wanted to ask you about that. Does it mean an advantage to either fight?
Well, it should mean an advantage to Mancini because, as we said, he has to crowd the other fella, make him fight inside, and in the small ring, he should be able to do that. Now, you know, you would wonder why Ramirez would take a fight in the other fellow's hometown with everybody rooting against him. But his trainers are very, very confident. They feel that he can beat this kid no matter where he fights him. As a matter of fact, one of them last night said he may even stop Mancini in the first round.
Well, the crowd, you can expect, will be cheering every punch by Ray Boom Boom Mancini. He landed his first body shot and got the expected reaction. Mancini in green and Jose Luis Ramirez in burgundy-colored trunks.
The first round is usually a feel-them-out round, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. They're kind of pawing at each other, waiting to see what the other man's going to do, waiting to see if the other man's going to punch hard or if he can hit hard, or find out a lot in the first round. Between the first and second round, there will be a lot of strategy talk in the corners.
Little blood from the nose of Ray Mancini as he landed a long right hand to the face of Ramirez, and there has been some talk about the fact that Mancini has a little trouble with his nose bleeding rather readily.
Unofficial reports say that Mancini, good right hand by Mancini. Jose Luis Ramirez moves out.
Mancini landing another right hand, sending Ramirez to the ropes.
Unofficial reports say that Mancini's had a cold, and that could be the cause of his nosebleed. When you have a cold, you blow your nose a lot, and you wipe it with Kleenex and everything. It causes abrasion.
Mancini with the pressure, Ramirez with a counterpunching. We'd like to alert our local stations along the line. At the end of this round number one, we'll be taking a 30-second station break.
Tim, not only did Ramirez counterpunch that time, he made a beautiful move to move outside of Mancini. That's the way he has to fight Mancini.
Under a minute to go, round number one. Tim Ryan, Sean O'Brady, Gil Clancy ringside, live from the Packard Music Hall in Warren, Ohio. And this is certainly the biggest sports event that this town has ever seen. Less than 30 seconds to go.
I know it's early yet, but Mancini has got to cut off that ring. At this point, he's not cutting off the ring. He should be stepping to his side instead of right straight ahead.
Also, he seems to become, when he throws that left hand, Sean, he leaves his face wide open.
We'll be back with round number two of this 12-round championship fight after these words from the local station.
This is
number one, with Mancini landing the better of the blows. That one sending Ramirez back into the ropes, the best punch of that first round. Mancini with a right hand.
As I said, the first round is usually a feel-them-out round, and this one was no different. But the crowd really roared when Mancini just threw a small punch, and they didn't do anything when Ramirez threw any kind of punch.
Round number two scheduled for 12. It's a 12-round bout because it is for the North American Championship. The champion is Ray Mancini, the challenger, Jose Luis Ramirez. Ramirez, however, ranked number 3 in the world by the WBC. Mancini, number 7. And that's same WBC. An uppercut, left hand, landing from Mancini.
Ramirez has not opened up at all as yet. He hasn't thrown any combination. He hasn't put two hands together. He's really still trying to feel Mancini out and find out just what he has to do.
It's typical of an old professional who's been around a long time.
Solid left hand from Mancini, and that rocked Ramirez.
It sure did. He's hurt right now. That was some left hook. Ramirez never saw it coming. That's why he got hurt so bad with the punch.
Left hooks have been known to work against southpaws because they stand away from your left hook.
John, you talked about Ramirez's experience. 55 fights, and yet he's only 22 years of age. He's been fighting as a pro since he was 14. There's David Wolf, the manager of Ray Mancini, looking on from the corner. He is trained by Murphy Griffith.
Mancini is reaching in, and I'm surprised that Ramirez hasn't tried to drop that straight left hand on him as yet. Mancini right now seems to be putting the bull on Ramirez.
Ramirez very contained, very stoic appearance in the ring, not unlike his countryman Pepino Cuevas. Another left hook from Mancini landed.
That bloody nose of Mancini is really bleeding now, and it hasn't been hit on that much. I'm surprised that it's bleeding this early that much. The heat from the lights could be adding to that good combination by Mancini. Could be adding to the thinness of the blood right now.
Combination landed by Mancini seconds ago. It is quite a day for lightweights in Warren. These two in the ring. Sean O'Brady, the WBA champion, is here with us. Alexis Arguello, the WBC champion, in attendance. And the former lightweight champion, Roberto Duran, is also here. Less than a minute to go in round number 2. Again, we'd like to alert our stations along the line. At the end of this round, we'll be taking another 30-second station break.
Ramirez has picked up the pace now. He's put a little more snap in his punches, Tim.
An uppercut left from Ramirez inside landed to the chin of Mancini. Not a whole lot of sting on it. Less than 30 seconds to go, round 2.
Mancini is still giving Ramirez a lot of room, even in this second round.
He's got to ask you about that, John. He's boxing like he did against Morales. So far, he hasn't tried to get inside.
And when he gets Ramirez on the ropes, he steps back, lets him off.
All right, we'll be back with round 3 after these words from your local station.
This is...
There is Roberto Duran here at ringside, and upcoming here on CBS, you'll see his return to the ring after the famous No Mas fight against Sugar Ray Leonard. He'll be meeting Nino Gonzalez at 154 pounds, August 9th, here on CBS. Training nearby Orwell, Ohio, about a 20-minute drive from here. The fight will take place in Cleveland.
Tim,
round number 3.
We had observed earlier that there's no rosin in the ring. And Ramirez manager went over to the commission and said, what about rosin? He says, my fight is slipping all over the place. Maybe that's one of the things that has kept Ramirez from getting off at all. But there isn't any rosin here. And that could be a big factor. It's very tough for a guy to fight when he can't get his footing.
Ramon Felix is the manager and trainer of Ramirez.
A good point about that is that Mancini's got on rubber soles, which do not slip on his canvas mat. Jose Luis Ramirez has on leather soles.
You can be sure Mancini knew the ring well here in Warren, Ohio. It is only 16 feet inside the ropes. They are rubberized ropes, 3-stranded. Not exactly the best as we have seen in our CBS boxing coverage. Hopefully they won't be a factor in the fight. Mancini scoring to the body, and then a good right jab snaps his head back from Ramirez. Ramirez has an excellent jab, but so far he's not been able to use it to any real effect.
Ramirez's concentration is good. He has very, very good form, good concentration, but he just isn't fighting enough. Mancini's doing the fighting.
Mancini landing the combinations again. There is Mrs. Mancini looking on at ringside. His mother, members of his family, as you might expect, in attendance. He wants to win that world title for his father, Lenny Boom Boom Mancini. He missed his opportunity back in 1939. He fought a 10-rounder against then-champion Sammy Angot, was promised a title shot, went off to the war, and never received that title opportunity. Ray has promised to win the world championship for him. Good left hook to the body for Mancini. Didn't seem to move Ramirez at all.
Then they have quite a family gathering here. Mancini's grandfather came over and introduced himself to me. He looks younger than you do.
Yes, I agree. Under a minute to go, round 3.
And again, that nose of Mancini is bleeding. That nose, bloody nose is bad. They won't stop it on a bloody nose, but it's bad because that blood goes down your throat, and you have a hard time breathing, very hard time breathing. And it also goes in your mouth.
Ramirez counterpunching a little more effectively and getting that jab in now. We're in the 3rd round of the scheduled 12-rounder. Mancini threw 110 punches around in the Morales fight, through 9 rounds, after finally stopping Morales in the 9th. Under 30 seconds to go. Round 3. He is a punching machine. I think his pace has been somewhat under that. There's that jab of Ramirez scoring.
Well, as Sean pointed out, he's staying outside a little too much. He's got to get inside.
Final seconds of this 3rd round.
I'm going to let you know a little surprise taste.
This is round number 4 from Warren, Ohio. We are live with the NABF Lightweight Championship. Tim Ryan, Gil Clancy, and Sean O'Grady here at ringside. Ray Mancini, the champion, on the left of your screen. Jose Luis Ramirez from Mexico, now on the left of your screen. As we see it, Mancini has won the first 3 rounds. The judges, of course, have their own view. They are from Ohio, Billy Tanner and Tony Mariana. And the referee, Joey Bishop, will also figure in the scoring on the 10-point must system. Ramirez in superb physical condition. We watched him work out this week. He hardly broke a sweat. Scoring 3 or 4 rounds, shadow boxing, hitting the bag. Much better prepared physically than he was for the Topolo finish in his fight. Mancini likewise in great shape, and his crowd comes alive as he flurries against the rope. There is Lenny Boom Boom Mancini, Ray Mancini's father.
Ramirez has to get off those ropes. He's got to get that jab to work and move away from those ropes. Right now, he's not using his straight left hand at all. Just that right jab.
Well, for a guy that's fighting in the other guy's hometown, he sure isn't working very hard. You can't expect to win this thing if it's going to be a slide rule decision. He's got to go out and be a little more aggressive. Try and really win a round. Hasn't done that yet.
And he talked about that in pre-fight interviews. He talked about, with the newspaper, he talked about making the other man work, trying to win the fight in his own hometown. That's what he's got to do. He's got to go out to win. He's not doing that here. Good combination by Mancini.
Good right hand from Mancini. Snap back to head of Ramirez. Ramirez did not appear to be stunned by it at all, but Mancini got the leather on him.
You know, Ramirez has that big knockout record, 47 knockouts in 52 fights. You have to really wonder if he's really got that big kick. He may change this fight around with one punch. But right now, the way it's going, it's all Mancini.
Mancini is certainly upping his punching pace here now in round number 4. We have less than a minute to go. Busier and busier as this fight has gone along. Ramirez missed with the left hand. Now he scored the uppercut inside, but Mancini counterpunched effectively. Good left hand landed from Ramirez, however. Less than 30 seconds to go. That one blocked. Final seconds now, round number 4, scheduled for 12 from Moreland, Ohio.
When you buy a new in your
Round number 5 from the Packard Music Hall. 3,000 strong here cheering Ray Boom Boom Mancini on, the hometown hero from nearby Youngstown, against Jose Luis Ramirez, who is trying to win the North American Boxing Federation crown from Mancini. Of course, bigger things are in view for the winner of this fight. A probable shot against Alexis Arguello, the WBC world champion.
A lot of fights are won in the first 5 rounds because one man establishes control. And it may be the case here because Mancini has established control of Mancini all through the first 5 rounds.
These fighters still have made it easy for referee Joey Bishop. And any concern that the Ramirez camp might have had about a local referee so far have been unfounded. He's been doing a good job.
Yes, he has. Anytime you don't see the official, you know he's doing a good job. He doesn't have to break these guys at all. Look at this action.
Mancini landed the combination, but he hasn't appeared to really rock Ramirez again. There is Ramon Felix looking on. The manager and trainer of Ramirez must have some concern, but like his fighter, a very stoic appearance.
Good left hook by Mancini. One of the reasons that Jose Luis Ramirez hasn't clinched is because in Mexico, where he's had a lot of his fights, it's against the rules to clinch.
Not only is it against the rules, but the fans don't let you out of the arena alive.
Yeah, I think that's has more influence than the rule does. You come to fight every night down there. Good right hand from Mancini. He's been landing them. He must be a little bit frustrated that there hasn't been more reaction from Ramirez. Apart from seeing his head snap back, he just shrugs them off and comes right back. But Mancini keeps up the pressure here in this 5th round. Less than a minute to go in the round. Decision loss to Arguello. Ramirez has not been in there are too many well-known fighters. Behold the win over Ernesto Garfias, Nicolas Sanchez, and allegedly has 47 knockouts in his 53 wins. But the gentlemen he knocked out are not exactly household names. I suspect not even in Mexico. But he is clearly a good boxer. We've seen that in the Sanchez fight and again so far here. Final seconds to go in round number 5.
Mancini's making some nice moves side to side.
Little weekend in your week.
Round number 6. From the Packard Music Hall in Warren, Ohio, on the right of your screen is the NABF champion Ray Mancini. On the left is the challenger, Jose Luis Ramirez, circling out of the right. Joe, you were talking about Mancini's movement in round 5.
Yeah, he's not just running straight in. He comes in, throws a combination, takes a little step over to the right or to the left, and then throws that second one. There he goes again. Beautiful movement.
And he goes in from the angle. He takes the angle by moving to one side or another, and then he throws his combinations that way.
Sean, he hasn't gone to that inside pressure that you expected against this southpaw, and yet he seems, at least the way we're looking at it, seems to be in command anyway.
I expected, because of his inexperience, that he needed to keep his opponent on the ropes, and that way he would not know whether he was a southpaw or a right-hander. But he hasn't done that. He's figured out the style very well, which tells me he sparred many rounds with the southpaws.
Well, he had a real good one from New York, Martin Palm, the New York Golden Glove champion. Gave him a lot of good work. Good uppercut by Mancini.
Mancini has landed a number of clean shots through these first 5 rounds in a little bit, but he has not been able to really move Ramirez with him. Ramirez has just shrugged them off as though they've had no effect on him at all.
Ramirez takes the power out of the punch by pulling away from the punch. He rolls with the punch. There's a good right hand.
Another good right hand from Mancini.
Ramirez is fighting more now. Let's find out if he has that big kick. He's landed
Right
as
hand
well.
lead landed from Mancini, and another one.
6th round. This is halfway in the fight, and he's got to put together a good offense in this round. He knows he's behind, and he's got to start scoring.
I know it, and you know it, Sean. I don't know if he knows it the way he's fighting. You know, he's stoic. He isn't showing a lot of fire.
But he has been very content with backing off, with not throwing any punches at all. Maybe because he has no rosin. I'm talking about Jose Luis Ramirez.
I'd like to alert our stations along the line. At the end of this round, we'll take another 30-second station break. Less than a minute to go, round number 6. Mancini starting to use a right-hand lead a little bit more. He is a converted right-hander. Left-hander, pardon me.
Well, you know, he gets away with that right hand lead because it doesn't look like Ramirez is trying to drop that left hand in there, that straight left hand. And that's the punch that he could hurt Mancini with if he could land it. Beautiful move. That was a beautiful move by Mancini. Through the combination, stepped off to the side.
Less than 30 seconds to go as he continues to step up the pace of his punching as his fight has gone along.
Mancini is starting to land to the body much more in this round. That'll have a telling tale in the last few rounds, especially in a long 12-round fight.
Final seconds of round number 6. We'll be back with the 7th round after these words from your local station. Round number 6.
Mancini, as I said, went to the body much more in this round. That was a good right hand. That one knocked Ramirez back on his heels. That's what you want to do with a southpaw. You want to put him back on his heels, and then there's a good body punch.
Look at the way
right hand. He throws combinations. Yeah, Mancini throws in combinations, which is very good and very smart. He starts off with a combination of the body, and he comes up to the head.
Round number 7, live from the Packard Music Hall in Warren, Ohio. And there's the best combination thrown by Ramirez since the fight began. He landed both of them.
And Mancini landed a good left hook in that combination. His left hand should be his strongest because he is a converted southpaw.
Right hand from Mancini. Another right hand. Ramirez counter-punching, but not with any real effect. Mancini stays on.
It's amazing how Mancini is able to land that right-hand lead almost at will, and he doesn't have to pay for it. He comes in, a lot of times he's wide open, but Ramirez just can't pull the trigger on that straight left.
Joe Clancy and WBA champion Sean O'Grady. Describing the action for you on CBS Sports Sunday. Next week, 2 bantamweight championships. Jeff Chandler defends his title on Saturday. Lupe Pintor defends his crown on Sunday here on CBS.
Mancini's been well schooled on how to attack a southpaw. Sometimes he should give that shoulder fake, pops a right-hand lead. Next time it's the left hook right underneath the elbow. He's got this other kid confused, and he's doing almost anything he wants in there right now.
Again, we'd like to remind our local stations we'll be going to another 30-second station break at the end of this round, the 7th. Ramirez getting away from the long right and left of Mancini.
I have to give a plug to Murphy Griffith here, Emil Griffith's uncle. He's done a real good job of getting Mancini ready for the southpaw, I'll tell you that.
He's done a super job getting him ready, and Mancini is so sharp, too. You can tell the detail. You can tell by all the detail and the stamina that he's got that he's been totally prepared for this fight.
John, let's assume that you're Ramirez. What would you be doing now, the way the fight's gone for Mancini?
I would jab a lot more. Got to get that jab working. The southpaw's...
He hurt Mancini with an uppercut then, Sean. He shook him up a little bit.
I'd use that. Go back to the well. If something works, use it again. Go back to that uppercut and start that jab to working. You've got to keep Mancini out of the distance. Now Mancini's coming inside a lot more and digging the body. When he digs the body, he drops both of his hands.
Good right hand by Mancini to the jaw of Ramirez. Less than a minute to go. Back, we're under 30 seconds now remaining in round number 7.
I like the way Mancini came back. He got hit with a real good uppercut, but he just let this guy know, look, I'm the boss in here. You're not going to do anything with me.
We'll be back in Warren, Ohio with the 8th round of the championship fight after these words from your local station.
This is CBS.
All right, here's a look at some action from round number 8 with Mancini on the attack again. Good left hand.
And again, no counter from Ramirez. Ramirez is very content with just staying in there, just hanging in there, getting hit, not throwing any punches. No counter punches at all.
You're listening to the voice of the WBA lightweight champion, Sean O'Grady. Ramirez is up and ready to go here for round number 8.
Round 8.
Has not been really hurt at any point. Neither fighter has. But Ramirez has not landed any real clean shots as Mancini has in the early going. Ramirez has been unable to really rock Mancini except for that one uppercut.
Ramirez has not taken a deep breath also, which tells me that he's not working hard. He's not trying.
Well, his trainer told me that he ran 6 miles in 34 minutes, and he said he didn't, at the end of the 6 miles, he didn't take a deep breath. So you know he's in condition if he can do that. Maybe we ought to make a marathon run now.
Right hand landed from Mancini. Uppercut right hand from Ramirez score. Speaking of running, Arguello and O'Grady passed each other on the streets of Youngstown yesterday and didn't even see each other. 2 lightweight champions out for a jog in Girard, Ohio, a suburb of Youngstown. I wonder if the people along the street realize there were 2 world champs running by their front doors.
Good boxing fans here in Youngstown. They all waved at me or honked at me while I was running. Very good boxing fans. Good right hand by Mancini. That right hand was right on the inside. A lot of trainers school their fighters to throw right hands against southpaws.
First clinch of the fight. They're both starting to get a little tired now, wear and tear on both fighters.
Mancini apologizing to Ramirez for an inadvertent low blow. We're in the 8th round, scheduled for 12. This NABF lightweight championship. Mancini, pressure, pressure, pressure.
It's amazing that Ramirez shows no emotion whatsoever if he gets hit or he's hitting the other fellow. He just has a real steady pace about him.
Ramirez landed a good left uppercut in the 6th round, and he hasn't gone back to the well and used that uppercut again. He should use it and use it and use it until it quits working.
Under a minute to go in round 8. Ramirez has lost only twice. The split decision to Arguello, a knockout defeat at the hands of Ruben Olivares, his former idol.
And that was years ago, Tim.
1978.
He hasn't lost, except for the Arguello thing, as a lot of people say he won.
Right hand by Mancini, snapped Ramirez's head back again. Less than 30 seconds to go in the 8th round. Ramirez definitely looks better than he did against Cocoa Sanchez, a fight that he won, but we've got him without winning a round in this fight. He just hasn't done enough. Mancini, much busier, much more effective the way we see it. Final seconds of round number 8.
Insurance.
Round number 9. Tim Ryan with WBA champion Sean O'Grady and Gil Clancy watching Ray Mancini defend his title against Jose Luis Ramirez, who is rated above him in the world rankings, but is the challenger here today. And gentlemen, have you given a round to Ramirez at all?
No, I don't think Ramirez can win anymore unless he scores a knockout, Tim. And on that point, if I was working in Mancini's corner, I'd say, when you get inside, don't pull out. Last round, a couple of times he threw combinations, and then he pulled out. And Ramirez was set and just missed a couple of real good punches. One punch can still win a fight. I'd be a little careful if I was Mancini now, because he has a big lead.
I also don't believe that Ramirez has won a round. I think he needs to get a good, strong punch going here. Not a good flurry, but a good punch.
And that's the way he could do it, Sean. If Mancini pulls out as he just did then, and this guy closes his eyes and lets one go. That's why when you're a trainer, you're always walking.
True, and Mancini does keep his hands very, very low.
One has to be impressed with the maturity of 20-year-old Ray Mancini in just his 20th professional fight. It sure looks like he's had a lot more than that.
Perfect fight for Mancini. Perfect fight for him so far. I don't know what more the crowd wants. He's winning by himself. Now they're trying to get more work out of him.
There are Roberto Duran and Alexis Arguello, a former champion, a current champion, and two certainly of the very best boxers of our generation.
Between rounds, the corner of Jose Luis Ramirez, his corner man Raymond Felix and Ernie Fuentes were begging him to throw punches.
Again, Mancini landed 3 or 4 good punches, Sean, but then stepped back in a straight line. That is dangerous.
Less than a minute to go, round number 9.
He just seems to be the complete boss in there, though. He's got this fella he's the boss, let's face it.
It's possible that Jose Luis Ramirez believes that he's ahead at this point. Some fighters that I know have that in their mind that they get ahead.
Well, that's what you have cornermen for. They should sure be telling them, hey, pal, somebody's in there hitting you and scoring points. Good head movement by Mancini.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the 9th round.
Come up now, Ray.
Time winding down here in the 9th round. In addition to boxing today, you're going to be hearing from Brent Musburger with Pete Rose. Pete's comments on the ongoing baseball strike. That's live coming up on CBS Sports Sunday today.
Aftate product that really works. It's Aftate for jock itch in the green can.
Round number 10 of the scheduled 12-round bout. As we have viewed it, Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy and Sean O'Grady. Ray Mancini has not lost a round. Of course, the judges may have a different view. 2 of them judging at ringside. Billy Tanner from Youngstown, Tony Mariano from Girard, Ohio, and Joey Bishop, the referee, will also score.
You know, Tim, another amazing thing about Mancini, he's only had 19 professional fights. 18 of them ended in knockouts, which means he doesn't have much experience in the ring, and for him to be into the 10th round of a fight, and looks like it's going to go 12. I don't think he's ever gone even 10 rounds as yet, and he still seems very, very strong. He's an amazing kid.
Well, he said, to set the record straight, Gil, he's had 15 knockouts and 19 wins. Your point is well taken. He went only 9 in the scheduled 12-rounder against Morales.
That was his furthest trip in the ring, 9 rounds. Now he's into new territory right now in his 10th round.
Neither man has any telling marks on his face either. The only mark that either one of them has is the bloody nose that Mancini owns.
Yeah, he brought that into the ring with the nose, Sean.
That's true, which tells me that neither man has really, although that Ramirez has taken the heavier punches of the two, neither man has really hit with great authority.
Gil, just to set the record straight, this is the fourth time he's been in the 10th round. He won 3 10-round decisions.
Okay, wrong
One
again.
thing we know about him is that, you know, he trains wonderfully. He's in excellent condition, as is Ramirez. And he has shown the ability to go 10 here with his stamina. And he still looks pretty fresh. There is Ray Mancini, close up. In round number 10, scheduled for 12, the NABF championship at stake. Mancini, the title holder. Less than a minute to go in this 10th round.
Mancini is a real gentleman in and out of the ring. I noticed in a flurry a few seconds ago, he hit Ramirez low a little bit, and apologized for it. Smart kid, too. He graduated from Cardinal Mooney High School here in Youngstown with honors, and he was the class president, senior class president.
He is a true hometown hero. Less than 30 seconds to go. Round number 10. First time they've gone toe-to-toe out in the middle of the ring.
Ramirez has landed more punches in this round, though, Tim, than I think he has in the entire fight previous to this round.
But has not been able to get that good clean one that can move Mancini backwards. Final seconds of the 10th round. This is round number 11. From the Packard Music Hall, we are live in Warren, Ohio. Nearby to Youngstown, the home of Ray Boom Boom Mancini. These are his people here today. One huge family pulling for him to defend his NABF title and go on for a chance at the World Championship. Jose Luis Ramirez still with other ideas, but he's got to make something happen big via the KO route. As we observe it here, Gil Clancy, Sean O'Brady, and Tim Ryan bringing you the action.
This is the big round, always the round before the last round, because once a guy gets into the last round, he can usually go those 3 minutes. If Ramirez wants to do anything, he had better do it right now.
It is still Mancini, the aggressor, however.
See that move over to the side, Sean? Beautiful combination. Skipped over and threw another left hook underneath.
Very good move, a sidestep. He goes in from the angle. Beautiful move. It catches your opponent off guard. Your opponent's looking the other way when you hit him. Now, Boom Boom's moving a little bit.
Showing good legs in the 11th round. How do you like that? And he's never been 11 rounds before.
John, your fellow champion Arguello aside, how do you rate Mancini among the top lightweights?
He's showing us here today a lot of style, a lot of determination. And I know that Mancini now is one of the top lightweights in the world. I had my questions coming into this fight.
You're convinced now, are you?
I'm convinced that he's a top lightweight.
Mancini's fighting like he's behind.
Another one of the few clinches that we've had in this fight. And Ramirez has been the one that's hanging on.
Less than a minute to go, round 11. Ray Mancini continues to put the heat on.
It's amazing. Anytime he wants, he can land that right-hand lead.
Now Ramirez belongs to Ray Mancini. Mancini can do anything he wants to now. He's got him where he wants to. He can box, he can slug, he can get on the inside. Now Ramirez is the one that's tying up. Which tells me that Ramirez is either out of steam or something's wrong.
Yeah, the thing that's wrong is Ray Mancini, Sean. He may have knocked all these other guys out, but he's never been in there with a Mancini. That's
exactly.
Sure. 15 seconds to go in this 11th round. Mancini seeming to want that knockout finish, even though he must know he's well in command on the scorecards. At the end of round number 11, and there are the fans here at the Packard Music Hall. Their man in charge in this fight. And they come to their feet here with 1 round to go, acknowledging the performance of Ray Boom Boom Mancini, who has charmed not only this community, but all of America since his national exposure here on CBS against Jorge Morales, National Sports Magazine, attention last week in Sports Illustrated, and he has captured the fancy of fight fans everywhere. And barring a knockout by Ramirez in the final round, it would appear that Mancini is on the way to the World Championship he wants so badly for his father, Lenny Boom Boom Mancini, who is here with him along with all of his family.
This 12th round should be the most exciting round of the fight because both corners are telling their man right now, they're telling him, go out there and win this last round big. You need this last round. Even though we think that Mancini is way ahead on points, he should go out there and try to win this last round because he's going to have all day tomorrow to relax, all day tomorrow to rest.
This is the final round.
But
Number 12.
In many cases, in that final round, while one man's coming in, running in, trying to score the final round, he leaves himself open, and he gets clipped in many cases.
Ramirez coming out with some purpose now in this final round. He's got to know he needs the knockout. But Mancini will just not let him connect with the big one. He's just swarming him now. This is the style you thought he would fight from the outset, and it's sure working now. There's an uppercut landed from Ramirez. No damage done.
But Mancini didn't need to use this style. Why? He was doing great effectively with the other style.
That's right. I don't understand the strategy here at all. I'm sure that his corner knows he's way ahead in the fight. He should be killing the clock. Instead, he's trying to do a job on Ramirez.
Well, this is a macho display by both fighters here. Ramirez is desperate. Mancini just determined to finish in the same way that he started, all out.
Well, that's what the fans like. That's what makes groin cards.
He just won't let Ramirez off those ropes.
You know, it makes groin cards, but it gives managers ulcers. Look at him go.
Beautiful combination by Boom Boom. He started on the bottom, worked his way up to the head, popped Ramirez's head up, and then came over the top of the right hand. Beautiful combination. He's a well-schooled fighter.
Little blood from the nose of Mancini. It has been no problem throughout the fight. Certainly won't be now. We're in the final round. Whoa! Mancini fell as he tried to get close to Ramirez, tripped over Ramirez's feet. Right hand knocked Ramirez back. Less than a minute to go in the fight.
It's amazing. Ramirez is really fighting now. This is what he should have been trying to do in the first round.
Ramirez landed the right hand of the ear of Mancini, who kept coming. The crowd chanting, boom, 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 boom. Less than 30 seconds to go in the fight.
Mancini is just trying to throw as many punches as he can right here. Not so much trying to knock him out, but just put as many combinations together as he can right now.
He has thrown caution to the winds for sure. Despite his obvious lead, he's throwing punches to the final bell. That's it. It's all over. The crowd acknowledging Ray Boom Boom Mancini. There's Mama Mancini. And there's a look at some of the 3,000 partisan fans here in Warren, Ohio. This fight was sold out 2 days after tickets went on sale. The challenger, Jose Luis Ramirez, can't be feeling too good about the upcoming decision in this one. for Boom Boom Mancini, saying hello and thanks to his fans, looking for his family, he's looking for his dad right now. He wants his father up there. He's right above us saying, come on, Dad. And Lenny says, I'll be up there. We're still awaiting the decision of the two judges, Billy Tanner, Tony Mariana, referee Joey Bishop. Lenny Boom Boom Mancini is into the ring to join his son.
You know, Tim, Alexis Arguello didn't get his wish. He wanted to get revenge on Ramirez because the people thought the fight was very close. He can get revenge. He can fight the guy that just beat Ramirez, and in my opinion, just beat him anyhow.
Well, whatever Ramirez was able to do against Arguello, Alexis has got to expect a very busy fight if indeed he beats Ray Mancini in defense of his WBC crowd, because this youngster has not fought a different fight in the 20 pro fights that he's been in. The only difference has been most of them have been shorter, but he gives you the same look every time out. He is a buzzsaw. Ring announcer Bob Roth gathering the cards. We should have the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Joey Bishop votes 120 points Mancini, 108 Ramirez. Judge Billy Tanner votes 119 Mancini, 110 Ramirez. Judge Tony Mariano votes 119 points Mancini, 112 points Ramirez. And still, the North American Boxing Federation champion, Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
Unanimous decision for Ray Boom Boom Mancini. And here he is. Ray, nice going. Another impressive performance. Did you count the number of punches you threw each round?
No, not this time. We fought a little different at the end. I felt I was ahead, so I didn't want to take care to stay on the inside, smother his punches. I could see he was getting a little tired, make him throw and lean on him. It made it look like I was tired, but I wasn't. Didn't move, you know. But I wanted him to make the initiative the last couple of rounds because I knew he was going to be desperate.
Ray, some fighters in that situation, knowing they're well ahead, might try to stay away from the guy who's desperate.
Well, if he knew that, then he'd be chasing me and I might get caught. So move, and then sneak in. You know, when I see an opening, smother him in and out on him like I did against Morellis.
You were confident when the fight began. Was there any doubt in your mind at any point?
No, not at all. I mean, I was nervous, very nervous for this fight. He's a terrific fighter. I didn't know a whole lot about him watching, like, films. But, you know, you never know what the guy's going to do against, you know, when he's fighting you.
Looks like you're going to get an opportunity against Alexis Arguello. Do you want another fight in the meantime, or are you ready for it?
I'm signed for that. I'm ready for that. I want it. I want it now.
All right, don't knock yourself out on the mic.
He's a terrific fighter. I'm going to train my very best because I feel he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. And just to be in the ring with him is going to be a great opportunity, a great thrill. And if you know, I beat him, God willing, I'll beat him. It'll be the greatest thing in my life. Greatest thing in my life.
All right, Ray Mancini, we think we've got Arguello here. Let's get his impressions. Where's Alexis? Alexis Arguello, here we are. All right, champ, here they are together. Clear this area here. Alexis, what was your impression of Ray Mancini?
Well, I was like a kind of a George. I was a given point, and I think he won the 12th round. I just give him 10 to Ramirez. The 10th round, I give him even. But the whole fight was for Mancini. He demonstrated to his people he's a great, great fighter. That's what the people told me. And then I hope soon we make a fight. It's going to be my pleasure.
We understand that that is a very strong possibility, and we're happy to report that if and when it does occur, it'll be here on CBS. Alexis, is he the best lightweight contender in the world, in your view?
Yes, he's young. He's have a crowd that he loves, and I think we have a lot of you know, pride. You know, he's a man with a lot of pride. He have a father behind, you know, he have a family, he have all his town.
Are you afraid of him?
Well, I don't afraid of the people because in the ring we're gonna go, Mancini and I. the referee doesn't wear glove, though.
That's right. It comes down to you two. All right. Congratulations to you, Ray Mancini. And you're the champion, Alexis Arguello. And that is another outstanding performance by this young man in front of his hometown crowd here in Warren, Ohio. The NABF champion Ray Boom Boom Mancini defends his crown successfully. And now let's return to New York and Brent Musburger.